Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR as we're heading into a new trading week, and HBAR has reached our target with the first one at least. Yeah, the first target after breaking out of this wedge pattern to the downside. First target was here 4.77, 4.76 cents. You can see it was reached basically at 4.77 cents, yeah, or 4.76. Okay. So it was a Fibonacci extension level we put onto the chart here. And which one was that? So obviously we're tracking here this ABC structure. I don't really have a very good view of the sub-wave structures, but if I had to give you my view, and if I had to try it really to put a microstructure into this, then I would say we only have 3 waves down in this C wave. So it should really give us one more high, or one more lower high and one more lower low. So it might mean it might go down further. That's what I wanted to highlight here. The key level here that we added to the chart already, I think a week ago or so, as target was the key target for the C wave, yeah? The 1-to-1 ratio, 100% extension level, very common that a C wave arrives at that area. Someone commented in, I think, below one of the previous videos and just couldn't understand why HBAR was performing so poorly over the recent days. And look, all I could highlight was the structure that we had here on the chart. The corrective move to the upside, obviously, we had a resistance area here. We had an ascending wedge pattern. It did rally quite a bit between June and August, more than some other coins. So it just had to catch up on the downside that other coins basically experienced over the recent weeks. So it was just catching up. It was, I don't want to say clear that it had to come down, but it was likely, and also our primary scenario, given that price rallied in a corrective fashion into resistance, yeah, and stayed below all trend lines. So the focus was on the downside. You know that if you watch the previous videos over the last few weeks. And eventually, you know, I highlighted to you that we're tracking here potentially even a triangle. So it's a little bit unclear how this structure to the downside fits in. I assume it's a D wave, but my concerns were already in the last few videos that, I mean, in a triangle, you need to have something like a right look, okay? So while we have 5 waves in the triangle, you still want them to look right. So we have the A wave, that's fine. The B wave, very long. The C wave is often a complex correction. It is a complex correction at WXY. Now the D wave seems to be very short, not necessarily price-wise, but time-wise. It just seems very short in duration. So this could, I just want to highlight, this could extend out a little bit, this D wave, before we then rally in an E wave and eventually make a new bear market low. That's still the expectation, but it's come down now quite nicely. It's hit support. So if I wanted to add here a microstructure, I would even say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave C. So one more wave 4 should happen here before we turn around. But it's very hard to really, you know, let's say see the microstructure here. You see the third wave, if this is really a third wave of the C wave, also here it reached basically the 1.618 extension. So it is quite likely to see a 4th wave pullback here at some point. Now, looking at the indicators, you see in the 8-hour chart, it's even oversold now. On the 4-hour chart, potential bullish divergence forming. Daily chart could still come down a little lower. So that would fit in quite nicely if it maybe moves a little bit lower. I mean, as you can see here on the daily chart, there's no sign it's recovering really, so should really head down lower. By the way, next support levels, because this was only the first target, next target levels 4.6 cents and then 4.3. I would not be surprised to get to at least 4.6 cents. 4.3, definitely possible. We'll see if we get there. I think it could certainly extend the current wave down a little more to get maybe even into the oversold range or closer to it. Then a wave 4 and a 5 in wave C to put a bullish divergence on and then turn around to rally in this corrective E wave. But it doesn't seem like it's ready yet to rally. It seems like it still wants to go a little lower, but hey, we arrived at the first target, so it's time to be watching for a trend reversal now, since we've been focusing on the downside for the last couple of weeks or so. And you can add a trend line here that could give you a first early indication for a trend change back to the upside. Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, that's my update about HBAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.